She'd like to hear the ocean song again, snap mountain trails that touch the wind, cast her heart down long winding.
Yeah, this is new equipment. Thank you, Verizon and VirtualPhotoWalks.
Wow, is that ever clear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it is. It's beautiful.
Hold on, I like, John, I like to see everybody. So now I can see everybody.
Oh, okay, we got her. Yes.
Yes, Jamie.
Hey.
Today, is that Buffalo?
Yeah, we got two of those facilities in here today.
All right. The waves are a little loud. It's amazing when you're complaining about the distraction because you're hearing the waves are too loud.
Yeah.
Quality problem, everybody. Quality problem. John and I decided we just wanted to treat you to a little bit of California sunshine on this day of February 1st. It is the beginning of what's going to be another great month of 2017. I figured I would give you guys a little glimpse at our beautiful Pacific Ocean because we are about to have a storm come in. I just figured I would share with you guys a little bit of history of San Simeon Bay. I'm here to interact with you and hear your questions and your comments. So please don't be shy. If you have anything you want to share or anything you want to say, just get our attention and John will make sure you're highlighted so I can hear what you've got. By the way, let me just quickly plug next week. So next week, everybody, what we're going to start doing is every other Wednesday. So basically 2 Wednesdays out of the month, you will be broadcasting with me at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Each new program is kind of a surprise, but I do know what I'm doing next week, and we are going to see some elephant seals.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We are going to see the largest elephant seal rookery in the entire world. And currently it is quite a smorgasbord because you have the adult males weighing over 5,000 pounds trying to compete with each other for the females. And it is quite a show. So definitely make sure that you are around, mark your calendars for Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Well done.
All right, let's take a walk, shall we?
Get out to the end of the pier and you can play with the telephoto looking back or something.
Perfect. So we are taking a walk down the San Simeon Pier in San Simeon Bay. This pier has been around since basically the mid-1940s. This pier was rebuilt by William Hearst. The old pier that used to be here since about the 1870s actually used to come off right about where that building is right there. There would have been a pier stretching out in that direction, and that was the original pier that was here. I am the distance learning coordinator at Hearst Castle, and my job is to tell the story of Hearst Castle, and I couldn't start telling that story without starting here. This is kind of, consider this the introduction to Hearst Castle, or the front cover of the book that is the story of Hearst Castle, because it's this bay that had attracted George Hearst, William's dad, in 1865 to purchase 30 or 40,000 acres of land right here for approximately $30,000. Comes out to about 70 cents an acre for coastfront property in California. And the reason why this bay had attracted him is this bay is one of the only natural deep water shipping ports between LA and San Francisco, meaning no dredging is needed here. They don't need to continue to come and take sand out of the bay. The bay is naturally deep.
Give us a 360 before you get to the end.
Of course.
That would be
All right, we'll start here. We're just going to flip around.
Yeah, I saw that this week the harbor at Santa Cruz was closed because of the sand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so that's something you don't have to worry about here. You have this naturally deep water bay And I'm kind of panning around. One of the things that's so beautiful about this coastline is the fact that it's relatively untouched, meaning you could imagine that what we're looking on or looking at right now would have been very, very similar to what you would have been looking at approximately 80 years ago. There's no big hotels here. There's no golf courses. This is a pretty pristine landscape. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a perspective. And now if we're really using our imagination, so I'm going to continue to walk and talk with you guys. A little bit of California history for you guys. This all used to be mission lands. So California, before it became part of the United States, this was actually claimed by Spain right about 1542. There was a Spanish explorer that sailed up the coast of California named Juan Cabrillo, and he claimed all of this land for Spain, but he claimed it, but they didn't do much with it until the late 1700s when they started to send up expeditions on foot, and including started to establish the California mission system, which kind of had a twofold purpose. The mission system, one, was established because the Spaniards wanted to bring Christianity to the indigenous people of California, but they also kind of wanted to put their mark on the land because they were afraid that the Russians, the fur traders, would come down from the north and claim this land first. So the missions were kind of a dual purpose. All right, so can anybody find Hearst Castle?
Nope.
Nope.
Maybe.
Okay.
It's behind them trees.
It is actually, if you find the top of the eucalyptus trees, and while you guys are finding this, I'm putting the lens on. So miles away from it, and it's on a mountain that's 1,600 feet tall. Okay.
Yeah, distances look different out here.
Yes, they do. Thank you. Thank you. State Park issued in 2017.
I thought it was your choice.
Quintessential, iconic image of California state parks. And actually, I'm going to take a moment to plug California state parks here. You guys ever looked at my patch in detail? Because I'm going to show it to you. Let's see, get the hair out of the way. Where's my patch? There it is. So do you guys see that right underneath the brown bear is a date, and it says since 1864?
64. Yep.
Wow.
So
You're great at your age.
thank you. 1864, by the way, which was 1 year before William Hearst's dad purchased this property. But 1864 was the date that California established Yosemite as a state park. And they were the first place in the entire world to decide that some area was so beautiful that they were going to protect it, not for the sake of using it later or not for the sake of turning it into a tourist amusement park, but actually just to save it. And that was the first place in the entire world that ever did that.
Wow.
So that's a reason to be pretty proud, and hence why I wear the iconic Ranger hat, because that's an image that really reminds people of state parks. So we're going to flip this around. We're going to find Hearst Castle. All right, we're getting there. Closer. Aha!
Ah, there we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
There you go.
Try to focus it a bit more. There, you got it. Back a bit. There.
Wow.
So there she is.
Wow,
In
that's
all of
good.
her glory, William Hearst referred to this as La Cuesta Encantada, the enchanted hilltop, wanting it to look like a Spanish Mediterranean Renaissance village.
Just take your hand off the phone and let it sit still.
I think that because I'm on the pier, John,
Oh.
it's shaking a little bit. So I do
Delayed.
see that. And I think that the telephoto lens is just picking up that movement. So I apologize for that. Because John suggested this, homes. These are homes that were built by Julia Morgan, because that woman just wasn't busy enough. That she actually built a total of 12 properties on this land. These are all still homes that the ranch staff live in. So the foreman of the ranch actually lives in this home right here. And that is a pretty darn good job that you have where this, and over here, which is kind of why I wanted to bring out this lens, because something's going on and I want to know what it is. Right there, this is actually, that is a warehouse. And you look at how, I mean, even a warehouse, right? Something that has such a utilitarian purpose. Julia Morgan built to have that Spanish Mission Renaissance revival. And that is where the pier used to extend, right from basically that warehouse and the other building you see on the left. So there's kind of this theme of Spanish Renaissance revival, for lack of a better description.
To avoid everybody feeling vertigo and things, develop this where she just covers the lens.
If somebody can take a picture of this for me, that'd be great, because I'm doing it on my phone, and for some reason I can't take a screenshot.
Yeah, pretty incredible. But you know what, you guys, this really gives good perspective. You've been up to the castle with me. You've seen the castle. It already is pretty impressive. But looking at where it's located gives you a much better idea of how incredibly challenging and difficult it would have been to build that place in the 1920s.
Yeah, and to get everything up there.
Right? Every single piece of art, every single piece of equipment, every single tree. Remember, he planted 40,000 trees up there. Every single thing had to be driven on a beat-up 1920s style pickup truck up a 5-mile dirt road just to get there.
Funny, you're jiggly on that side of the pier, but not on the other side.
And then right here, which is actually really cool to see, I've never gotten a chance to really see it up close. Do you guys notice that there's some white blob on top of the mountain right there?
Yeah.
That is the 2.5 million gallon water reservoir that Julia Morgan had built for the gravity-fed water system that she built, basically copying the Roman technique. She brought water down. Let me pan around for a second. You brought water from that mountain right there that's at 3,000 feet, and she had it gravity fed, kind of in the form of aqueducts, to this water reservoir that's 2.5 million gallons that sits at about 2,000 feet. And she had the water stored there until it would then be gravity fed down to Hearst Castle at 1,600 feet. And then the water is stored inside those bell towers because that's the tallest point on the hilltop.
Wow.
And that's where you showed us the bedrooms right underneath.
Yep, and that gravity-fed water system still exists today, and it still works, and there's not a single hydraulic pump working here.
That's so cool.
That's why you guys understand why I call her my hero.
I've done a lot of reading on her the past week. I'm really enjoying it.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to, with that lens, you'll be able to get so close to the seals.
So you're looking right out on San Simeon Point, and a lot of this point has been altered in the sense that eucalyptus trees are not obviously native to California, and they were planted. The Hearst Ranch still operates a working cattle ranch here. They have, what do they have? Black Angus, Red Angus, and Hereford cattle that are raised on this ranch. Is the largest grass-fed, hormone-free cattle ranch in the United States. There used to be Chinese ships that came here and took our seaweed and brought it back to China. A beautiful little spot we get to call home here.
It sure is. And thank you so much for sharing it with us.
You're welcome. And you know what? If you guys would like, here, I'm going to remove the lens so you can get to see how powerful that lens really is. That's what we were just looking.
Wow.
But maybe one day on another walk, we'll take a walk and we'll walk out to the bluffs together.
That would be great.
All right. I can do this. This was a nice way to kickstart your February 1st.
Yes, most definitely.
Well, that new phone from Verizon is working.
Very happy. Thank you, Verizon.
And CamKicks.
And CamKicks. So next week, 11 a.m. my time, either 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. your time, join me at the Elephant Seal Rookery on the San Simeon coastline at Piedras Blancas. and we will discover the largest elephant seal rookery in the world and discover why elephant seals have been kind of a perfect example of bad and good. They were almost brought into the brink of extinction by humans, and it's been through human protection that we have gotten them back out, and they are a healthy, thriving population now.
Well, I tell you, with that lens, it's going to be exciting.
Did I hear an elephant seal barking? Because I'll see you in a week.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.